From stone fortresses to golden trade hubs, 7 African cities erased from your textbooks. These weren't just ruins, but records. Not forgotten, but erased. These cities weren't silent, they were silenced. Number 7. Great Zimbabwe. Rising from the savannah, its massive stone walls once guarded a thriving metropolis. This wasn't just a city, it was the heart of a vast trading empire. Gold and ivory flowed through its gates, destined for markets as far as China. But when European colonizers stumbled upon its ruins, they couldn't fathom that Africans had built such grandeur. They spun tales of lost white civilizations, desperate to deny the truth etched in every stone. Africa had always been home to greatness. Number 6. Mapungubwe. Perched atop a hill in South Africa, this city predates even Great Zimbabwe. Its rulers lived in palaces adorned with gold, overseeing a kingdom that stretched for miles. The crown jewel of Mapungubwe, a tiny golden rhino, barely the size of your palm, but crafted with such skill it left archaeologists in awe. This wasn't just art, it was proof of a sophisticated society that flourished long before European contact. Number 5. Kerma. While Egypt's pyramids capture the world's imagination, few know of the empire that rivaled it to the south. Kerma, older than Egypt itself, was the seat of Nubian kings who built massive burial mounds that stilled at the Sudanese landscape. Though eventually conquered by Egypt, Kerma's legacy lived on, influencing the pharaohs who once sought to destroy it. Its story is a testament to the resilience of African civilizations in the face of conquest. Number 4. Aksum. Towering obelisks pierce the Ethiopian sky, silent sentinels of a forgotten empire. Aksum was once the center of a vast network stretching from the Red Sea to the Nile. Its kings minted their own coins, a rare feat in ancient Africa, and converted to Christianity long before much of Europe. Though its power waned, Aksum's influence echoes through Ethiopian culture to this day, a reminder that Africa's history didn't begin with colonialism. Number 3. Gao. Before Timbuktu captured the world's imagination, there was Gao. This city on the Niger River was the beating heart of the Songhai Empire, where caravans laden with salt and gold converged. Its wealth rivaled that of European kingdoms, yet its name has faded from our history books. Gao's story is a stark reminder of how easily great civilizations can be forgotten or deliberately erased. Number 2. Kilwa Kisiwani. Off the coast of Tanzania lies an island that once controlled the Indian Ocean trade. Kilwa's sultans grew so wealthy they minted their own gold coins, a luxury few African kingdoms could afford. Chinese porcelain and Indian spices flowed through its port, making it a true cosmopolitan center. But its glory was short-lived. Portuguese cannons reduced this marvel to rubble, leaving only haunting ruins as testament to its former splendor. Number 1. Igbo-Ukwu. Deep in the forests of Nigeria, archaeologists unearthed a treasure that defied all expectations. Bronzes of unparalleled sophistication, crafted centuries before colonial contact. These weren't crude trinkets, but masterpieces that rivaled anything produced in Europe at the time. The discovery of Igbo-Ukwu shattered colonial myths about African art and technology, forcing a re-evaluation of the continent's history. But why were these cities erased? The answer lies in the colonial myth of a primitive Africa. European powers, seeking to justify their conquest and exploitation, couldn't admit that Africa had a rich history of its own. They painted the continent as a blank slate, ignoring or actively suppressing evidence of great civilizations. This wasn't just cultural theft, it was an attempt to rewrite history itself. Yet the ruins still stand. From the stone walls of Great Zimbabwe to the buried bronzes of Igbo-Ukwu, the evidence of Africa's past greatness refuses to be silenced. These cities weren't lost, they were hidden. And now, as we uncover their stories, we're rewriting the narrative of an entire continent. They called Africa a land without history, but these cities prove otherwise. Their legacy challenges us to question what we think we know about the past. Who else has been erased from our textbooks? What other civilizations lie buried, waiting to be rediscovered? The story of these 7 cities is more than just ancient history. It's a call to action, a reminder that the past is never truly settled. Every ruined wall, every buried artifact, is a piece of a puzzle we're still solving. And as we uncover more of Africa's hidden history, We're not just learning about the past, we're reshaping our understanding of the present. From the golden rhino of Mapungubwe to the towering obelisks of Aksum, these cities tell a story of innovation, wealth, and power that spans millennia. They're a testament to the ingenuity of African peoples, who built empires and forged trade networks long before European ships reached their shores. But the erasure of these cities also serves as a warning. History is written by the victors, and too often, entire civilizations can be wiped from our collective memory. It's up to us to ensure that these stories aren't lost again, to dig deeper, to question our assumptions, and to give voice to the silenced. As we've journeyed through these 7 lost cities, we've seen glimpses of a world that challenges everything we thought we knew about African history. We've walked through stone fortresses that rival medieval European castles, seen gold work that would make Renaissance artisans jealous, and uncovered trade networks that spanned continents. But our journey doesn't end here. For every city we've explored, countless others remain hidden, their stories waiting to be told. The ruins of Africa are not just crumbling stone and buried treasures. They're a challenge to us all. A challenge to look beyond the narratives we've been taught, to seek out the truth no matter how deeply it's been buried. So the next time you hear someone speak of Africa as if its history began with colonialism, remember these cities. Remember the kings of Kerma, the merchants of Kilwa, the artisans of Igbo-Ukwu. Their legacy lives on, not just in ruins and artifacts, but in the vibrant cultures of modern Africa. These weren't just cities. They were beacons of civilization, centers of art and commerce that shaped the world around them. And though they may have been erased from our textbooks, their spirit endures. In every archaeologist's brush, in every historian's pen, in every curious mind that asks, what else don't we know? The story of Africa's lost cities is far from over. It's being rewritten every day as new discoveries challenge old assumptions and buried truths come to light. And you can be part of that story by learning, by questioning, by sharing these tales of lost greatness. You're helping to reclaim a history that was nearly lost forever. So let the ruins speak. Let the buried bronzes and forgotten fortresses tell their tales. For in their silence lies a roar of defiance against those who would erase them. These cities, these civilizations, these stories, they belong to all of us. And it's our duty to ensure they're never forgotten again. Not ruins, but records. Not forgotten, but erased. These cities weren't silent, they were silenced. But now, their voice echoes once more across the centuries, challenging us to see Africa and ourselves in a new light. They called Africa a land without history, but these cities prove otherwise. Subscribe to History Rewritten and help uncover what was erased.